What's good, y'all? This is supposed to be number 3, but it's actually gonna be number 2 because the original one wasn't as entertaining as I thought it would be, and I didn't really like the story path that this game took me on. So let's get right into it. I'm trying to make this a shorter video because it'll just be easy editing that way. So
you're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is that you're here to
so we already know pretty much everything. I'll just say forget this, I'm not doing this. Just trying to go on a yap session real quick. New lighting. I just put a brighter light bulb so the green screen can just pop that much more, because in the editing of last video the green screen kind of flickers on and off. So hopefully the new lighting setup would hit it harder. And also I just watched this movie Red Line. It's like straight action, bang 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 bang. So that's what I'm trying to put out into these type of videos from here on out, just straight like editing, kind of fast paced, a little more entertaining. And I gotta kind of talk in a certain type of way in order to achieve that type of editing style as well. So hopefully I get better as we continue making videos, and as I get my group together, and we're gonna just I have a good feeling this is gonna go far. So also, I try to play on controller so I can the sounds of the keyboard doesn't go into the ship. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. Forget it, I'm not doing this option because yeah, we haven't done this before. We're just gonna walk away.
No, you have to do it.
But I don't. Nah, yeah, I'm just turning around. I'm gonna walk home. A little bit hungry,
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nah. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. And I'm not going into that cabinet. Come on, little bro.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
Bro.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
I wonder if that affects the outcome of the situation that's about to go down. Or maybe it doesn't. But I'm gonna leave once again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Good, maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not gonna emotionally blackmail me into doing it. Blah, whatever, I'm not choosing that one anyway. I don't care.
Is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess because she's terrible and she's really coming.
This dude is hilarious, bro. Yeah, I wouldn't call it killing per se. More like
down the path you can.
Slicing and dicing, maybe, or something along the lines of that.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah? Well, I guess I just start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to keep on trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of here.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that
Is
you're
it cut?
making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the
What's
woods,
that?
something strange starts to happen.
Is another house here or here? I don't know how the green screen looks yet, but I'd probably say here.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that the flickers weren't just a trick.
A little jolt, a little judder. Wait, these are all the outcomes, no? Hold on.
In every direction, there is a path.
Nah.
And not just a cabin. The cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on?
Talk to me, hero. I need like a grounding, you know. I need someone to like, you know, confirm where I'm at, you know, give me some advice. Be that for me.
Stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I'll let him talk. So, no real death scene on that one. So I'm not really sure if I did die or not. And maybe I'm just, you know, in the same universe or timeline as I was before in chapter 2 now, which hasn't been a thing. I don't know. I'm starting to sound like crazy tinfoil man, but let's see.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, I read all of them, and I'm just gonna say, okay, nah.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know, I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead. What are you talking about? I'm sure
Those walls weren't there last time.
it makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here, in the woods, forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Wait a second. Is that the princess or the handmaiden person thing? It's from Elden Ring, but you know, you get it. Alright, let's see. I guess let's go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Just keep on pushing.
The cabin interior is wrong.
Void.
A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place?
I don't know, hero.
Literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with.
Ooh, what if it's like
a princess?
an amalgamation of all the princesses? That's a good word, yo.
Straightforward premise. You can't just say that. Not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Lose ourselves?
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Ooh, the contrarian done wiggled him into a spot where, you know, he can't dig himself out, you know. It's a pure cement you got put in, dog.
Ignore the stressful
Nah.
and stay.
What you mean by that?
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
See if the mirror does anything this time.
It's a wall. What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your hand against the
Still got the dragon hand.
There was a mirror, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Into the basement.
The
Go.
basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello?
Hi.
Okay.
What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Is she everywhere?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby.
Exactly, dog. Let's just keep on going.
Want to do this? Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Alright, let's go to the left.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into numbing cold.
Okay, so maybe like a Winterland type of princess, or maybe like a dragon, scaly type of princess.
Tones feel like blocks of ice. Your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
Ice dragon?
You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
My princess.
What the hell was that? What happened to
Huh.
us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
What the heck? You talking about, contrarian?
Princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
So the contrarian just forgot about everything. I wonder if the hero did too. And if the hero did too, is this how the dang narrator is, skipping through all to these places, Maybe.
You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember.
Oh my goodness.
Still not sure if we should trust him. Talk to her.
Oh my gosh, bro, this dude.
Seems normal.
Sorry, I didn't even realize I was here.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
Okay.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face.
Why is she talking to me like that?
I don't think she likes us.
I don't think so either.
Skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her. We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it would be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though. They're so sharp. It's just deception. Don't buy into it. You can do...
It's okay.
Whoa.
Sometimes I get lost here too.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Hey. 2 for me. one type of, I don't know, joke didn't land. My fault.
Do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
How?
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
There's more of you now.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
No, I'm not.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
Why am I even here? What are you talking about? Finna get into our first argument, bruh.
Probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
Okay. So, the one on the left side looks maybe a little nervous. On the right, maybe confident. Middle, a little bit angry. Top right, like sad, I'd say.
Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here.
Thank you.
At least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Okay. Whoa, I'm maybe do this option. This has to be the option. Let me see if I could get another version of her though. What's your name?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me Princess if you'd like. Princess. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
None of them have names.
Bruh.
How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
Whoa, bro, chillax.
Boy, we both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
This is reaching its breaking point if you don't act
Okay.
but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. But how do we decide what to do? can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Whoa, the contrarian is contradicting himself right now. He's getting a little afraid, a little nervous. You know, he's not putting some, you know, heart behind his past words. All right, let's do it.
That's right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Okay, I'm gonna have to reread this one real quick. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once, you use it to strike at her bindings, as you remain upstairs and slay her, and leave her to languish alone.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
Huh. She's like turning into a block of spam right now, you know? Just jumbled all together, all types of pig meat, just jumbled all and squished, throw a little bit of seasoning in there, you know? Nah. Oh.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone.
Gone
We
again?
were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
Nah, I can't fix her, dog.
Should help her. I think we did this.
Maybe.
Sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Bro, come on. That's like the first rule you ever learned. Actions have consequences.
Great for regret, isn't it?
Exactly.
Please.
I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. Bruh. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
Gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. You've been here before, and you always get scared.
So bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. Nah, right here. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. You're not messing with us, right?
Nah, bro. Nah. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Am I getting older? What's happening? Alright, let's go see the princess.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Alright. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I don't even need to read the rest. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Damn. Alright. No need to flatter me so much, alright? Alright. Let's see. What do you think of this vessel?
These are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walls. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Okay. Contradictions literally do exist. I'm not gonna say that. Let's see. Do you know what happens when we leave the world behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Okay. Let's see. Have you figured out what you'll want when we finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, my awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of self-knowledge.
Okay, let's see. Do you still not care what I bring you
I
next?
care about your gifts, but I have no preferences. You have your responsibilities, and I have mine.
Okay. How many more vessels do I need to bring
We'll
you?
know when we near our destination.
Alright, I think I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Wow, I'm not gonna lie, I really did enjoy this one. It was pretty good. Yeah, I like that one. Maybe let me see if I could find some meaning behind what happened. Maybe it means like we all go through maybe a certain path we think we have to walk on, and you know, in here there's different type of people, you know, all up in here. There's people who want to be like a YouTuber, there's people who want to be an engineer or a movie maker, or just a dang guy who works and comes home and does that until he retires, you know. But that's all in one person, you know. And sometimes one person sticks out more than the rest, and that's where you choose to go. So we all have these different personalities inside of us, and you know, just go with the flow, you know, see what fits you best. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got from that one. Maybe that's why she chose that one to be the heart, because the heart, you know, the heart, when people reference the heart, they're really talking about the mind. You know, do what your heart says, but do what your mind truly wants. And yeah, I don't know if that made sense. Maybe it did. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you when I see you. And yeah, peace.
You're on a